Hi guys, so just want to make a quick rig for you. For this one it is a 2-hook clip down. So for this I'm using £60 rig body. I'm going to be using £25 fluorocarbon trace. I'm going to be using 1/0 match hooks. You will also need an imp. You will need 4 beads, 4 crimps, plain swivel, a rig clip or a swivel depending on your attachment to your main line, and a cascade swivel. So for this, first what you want to do is measure out a long enough trace for your main body, and then the first thing to do is to take your rig clip or swivel depending on what your main line attachment is, a half blood knot, pull that down tight like so. Then onto this body you want to put a single crimp, then a bead, then a swivel, then a bead, then a crimp, then another crimp, another bead, a cascade swivel, but make sure it is pointing down, another bead, and a crimp. Once all of that is on the line, you then want to take your imp, making sure that the hook end is pointing up, and you want to put a half blood knot on the end. Like so. So now what you want to do is take your first crimp at the top and crimp it in position roughly about an inch, inch and a half away from the top rig clip. Then taking your next crimp, which should look like so, so you have your 2 beads and your swivel, and you just want to crimp that in position so that it holds that bead in place. Like so. Then about halfway down your body, so halfway between the two, you want to take your next crimp, crimp that in position, and then sliding the rest of your pieces there up, you just want to crimp that down behind that final bead. So you now have, sorry, I'm just going to take this tag end off. So you've got your clip into a swivel, down to a cascade swivel, down to an imp at the bottom. So now you want to take your trace line, half blood knot, and tighten that down onto your swivel. Then measuring down the body, you want to come just past your cascade swivel, and then you want to do the same attached onto the cascade swivel. So half blood knot on the bottom of the cascade. Like so. Okay. So then what you want to do, take your hooks, thread them on, leaving a generous tag end, and then you just want to measure down the body to make sure that is roughly where your cascade is. You want it a little bit higher than the cascade, because when it clips down you want it to be on the snood rather than the main body of the trace. So half blood knot, bearing in mind that this will drop a little bit down when you tighten all of this up. So make sure that you have left it a little bit shorter so that it will clip into position nicely. Then you want to do your bottom hook. Again, measure down the body to roughly just shy of being able to clip down. Half blood knot and pull tight. Then what you want to do is just check that they're all slightly loose, and then we can test this clip down by popping the bottom hook under the imp, sorry, and this one just under the cascade, like so. So you should end up with a slight bow in the line. It's there so that when this releases, they will all hang loose, like so. So all you have to do after that is just trim your tag ends, and that is your rig complete. And once again, thank you for tuning in, and if you'd like more tips, tricks and fishing adventures, don't forget to like and subscribe.